I was adopted at 3 days old by my parents through an adoption agency. And I knew from a young age that I was adopted, and learning from a younger age really helped me becoming accepting of the fact that I was adopted and knew that it was special. At 20 years old, I had found out I was pregnant, and adoption came to my mind instantly. I knew that I was always destined to be a mother, but I also knew that I wasn't ready.
When we were dating, we always had the heart to adopt, but we really wanted to have, our own biological children. And it was really hard when we found out that we couldn't do that.
Upbring had assigned a social worker to help me through my process, and she was very open and loving and always made me feel right at home, like she was a friend more than just a social worker assigned to help me.
So we had been anticipating and excited for this process for a long time. And so I remember getting a phone call from Upbring, and it was our director wanting to talk to us about a placement.
When you get asked that, it's just like, no question, yeah, let's do this, And
Upbring has all the potential adoptive parents make a cute little photo book. And the first book I looked at was Paul and Kristen. And it turned out to be the family I wanted for my child.
She said that when she opened up our books, she knew. She was given an array of books, and she said, as soon as I saw you guys,
it was beaming.
As soon as I saw you guys, it was very telling when she said that I knew that I was meant to have this baby for you guys.
And when I told them it was a girl, they asked me, they were like, well, we have a girl name picked out, you wanna hear it? And I was like, yes, yes, I wanna hear it.
And she asked what we decided on a name if it was a girl, and we told her Sophia Josephine.
And I hadn't even thought of Sophia at all, but it was perfect. I was like, oh, that's so beautiful. At the hospital, during the actual birthing process, things didn't go quite according to plan. I had to have an emergency C-section, and I was gonna have them wait until after the 48-hour mark and sign over my rights. But I remember emailing Paul and Kristen and emailing my social worker and asking them to come see me at the hospital. And I remember being scared, and I needed them.
Knowing full well at this point that paperwork wasn't signed, right? But she needed her support system. And during that time period, after Sophie Jo was born, there was some family members who were kind of questioning the placement and the adoption plan, and kind of thinking that maybe they could support Laura in parenting.
But I knew that, yes, she was mine, but I also knew that she was Paul and Kristen's. And the moment I met her, I knew that that was their daughter.
I just remember her saying, she was never my daughter. She said, God gave me this baby to give to you guys, And so for her to even say that is just, it's so much about Laura and her strength and courage and her love for Sophie is amazing. Now, we did set up a separate email account for Sophie, so we correspond through there, and we send pictures, we send photo books every year after her birthday. So when Sophie gets older and she wants to go back through our conversations that her moms have had together, she's gonna have that, and
it was such a positive experience, and still continues to be, but it really motivated us to go back to Upbring, do the same thing over again, because it really motivated us to adopt again. It was such a wonderful experience, and it was just as good the second time as it was the first.
I've joined an orchestra in Kyle. I love Music I have always loved and has always been a part of my life. I've been playing the viola since I was in 6th grade, and going through with the adoption process, my viola had been kind of sitting in the corner collecting dust for a while, but it was kind of the jump start I needed to get back to playing and to really focus on my music. And sitting on a stage in front of people and making this music, and it's all comes together and sounds so beautiful. I look forward to my future and having a family and making music and doing something I love, and one day I'll have my own family and they'll know all about adoption. I plan on fostering to adopt myself, so being full circle in the adoption world, and I'm reassured every day that I know the opportunities that have opened for her, and for not only her but for myself, and knowing that I placed my daughter in the right home.
I'm literally living my dream. Just, I think, understanding, you know, you have these goals for a family, and just understanding that the way you get to those goals may be a little different. And it obviously didn't go that route, you know, and we got blessed with these 2 incredible girls is really amazing for us.
It really just tells me that I'm not here for me, you know. I'm here for a reason, but I'm not here for me. And so raising these 2 children is just an unbelievable blessing for me.